The air in the narrow alleyways of Tokyo feels thick with fog. You're walking home late, and the streetlights flicker above you like a dying pulse. Suddenly, a figure emerges from the shadows. She's tall, wearing a beige trench coat, and a long black hair cascades down her back. But it's the surgical mask covering the lower half of her face that chills your blood. She doesn't move. She just stares at you with eyes that seem to hold 1,000 years of pain. Then, in a voice that sounds like dry leaves scraping pavement, she whispers, "Am I beautiful?" Your answer will determine whether you live to see tomorrow or become a permanent part of this urban nightmare. Today, we unmask Japan's most terrifying legend, Kuchisake-onna, the slit-mouthed woman. To understand the horror, we must travel back centuries to the Heian period. Imagine a woman whose beauty was so profound, it was whispered about in every corner of the empire. She was the wife of a high-ranking, proud samurai. But beauty is a fragile thing, and in the halls of the elite, it often breeds suspicion. The samurai, consumed by a toxic jealousy, became convinced his wife was unfaithful. One night, fueled by sake and rage, he cornered her. He didn't just want to kill her, he wanted to destroy the very thing that made her superior. He unsheathed his katana, the steel glinting in the candlelight, and pressed the blade against her cheek. With a horrifying shriek of metal and flesh, he slit her mouth from ear to ear, carving a bloody, permanent smile onto her face. As she lay dying, he leaned in and hissed, "Who will think you're beautiful now?" But she didn't simply die. Her vanity, twisted into a vengeful curse, kept her spirit tethered to this world, waiting for the chance to ask that same question back to the living. For hundreds of years, this was just a ghost story told to keep children from wandering off alone. But in the summer of 1979, the legend bled into reality. It started in Nagasaki. Children began coming home shaking, describing a tall woman in a mask with giant industrial scissors chasing them in the parks. The panic was no joke. It was a social contagion that paralyzed entire cities. The normally stoic Japanese police officially increased patrols. Teachers guided groups of 50 students home because parents were too afraid to let them walk alone. There are even records of people carrying Becoaim-hardened sugar candies in their pockets because a rumor spread that the spirit was obsessed with the smell of pomade. Eat the candy, giving you time to escape. For a few months in 1979, the slit-mouthed woman wasn't a myth. She was a fugitive. The entire country was hunting. If you encounter her today, the meeting is a psychological trap. When say, "As yes, am I beautiful?" your instinct is to say yes out of politeness. That's your first mistake. She will slowly peel back her mask, revealing a mouth that is no longer a mouth, but a cavernous, jagged wound held together by stitches and exposed nerves. She'll ask again, blood dripping down her chin. "How about now?" If you scream or say no, she uses her rusty, oversized scissors to cut you in half. If you say yes, she decides you must share her fate. She takes those same scissors and carves up your face, ensuring you have the same Yatio grin. There is no mercy in her world, only a twisted desire for everyone to understand the agony of a beauty destroyed. Kuchisake-onna is more than just a ghost. She's the embodiment of our fear of judgment and vanity. The next time you're walking alone at night and see a masked figure, remember, some questions have no right answer. If you want to explore more dark mysteries from around the world, subscribe and join our journey into the unknown. Leave a comment below. What would you do if she approached you? Stay safe and stay curious.